Okay, welcome everybody. I'm excited to see some returning faces, and it's Tuesday for yoga, and we're all excited about that. And again, we're in this fabulous house in Tennessee. So, if you're going to have a little time off for riding, this is a great place to do it. So, I'm super excited. I wanted to thank those of you guys that are on here that are part of the membership. Thank you for hopping on Fridays. We did a yoga in PJs, which was super fun and rejuvenating, and I think we will try to do more of those. And for the rest of you guys, very excited to get a slightly more active flow for riding specific. And so we are actually just going to go ahead and we're going to come to that standing at the top of the mat. We're just going to start moving, and we'll get those Tuesday feels out of the way. So you're going to come to a mountain, bringing all four corners of your feet down into the mat, lifting through your knees, lifting through your hamstrings, stacking your hips over your knees, opening through the collarbones, closing the back of your armpits, a palm spin forward, lifting through your collarbones and creating some length here between your ears and your shoulders. And from mountain pose here, we're going to start coming to our breath. So go ahead and allow your eyes to close. And then we're going to start practicing our ujjayi breath. So it's through the nose and having a little bit of constriction in the back of your throat. And we're going to try to have our breath even on the inhale and the exhale. So we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. And from here, you can continue with your breath, keeping your eyes closed. And if you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice today. So on your inhale, something like I am or I want, and your exhale, whatever you want that to be. So it might be something like I am playful, or I want to take myself less seriously in yoga, or inner peace, or any sort of thing. But if that's your jam, here is where I would do that. So bring that to your practice today. And we'll take another second just to stay with our breath. I'm going to warm up with a little bit more of an active flow. So on your next inhale, bring your eyes open. Exhale to ground down. And your inhale, you're going to bring your arms, palms facing forward, up and back to a small back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Very good. On your inhale, you're going to slowly unwind yourself back to standing. And exhale, back into mountain. Awesome. Inhale, thumbs hook, palms forward and up. A small back bend, opening through the front body. Exhale, forward fold again. Very good. Your inhale, you're slowly roll it up. So you're creating this nice wave with your spine. And exhale into mountains. We'll do that one more time. Thumbs hook like you're making little bird fingers. Inhale all the way up and back. And exhale, forward fold. Super. From your forward fold here, just grasp your opposite elbows. And you can take a pretty significant bend in your knees if you want. So allowing your belly onto your thigh, letting your head hang. You can sway a little bit left to right, nodding your head up and down and left and right. And with each inhale and exhale, softening into your hip flexors and finding length between your shoulders and your ears. Awesome. Super. One more round of breath, and you can slowly let your fingers come down to the mat or your shins, wherever they are. This is your practice. And on your inhale here, you're going to bring your hands up to the crease of your hips, elbows tucked against your sides, and you're going to inhale flat back into like the shape of a 7. So it's a halfway lift. And find some length in your spine there. So really feeling the back of your legs, your back of your calves and your hamstrings engaged, opening through your collarbones so that we're making sure we're training these muscles, like if we're jumping, for example, and we're not rounding over the fence. So keeping your core engaged here. That's it. The only difference is you wouldn't be looking down, right? Because you'd be looking at the jump. One more inhale for a little more length, and then exhale, forward fold. Very good. We're gonna do that again. So inhale, bring your thumbs to your hips or hip flexors, elbows tuck against your body, which causes your collarbones to open. Inhale, lift that figure 7 or halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Very good. Super, guys. On your next inhale, you're gonna heel toe your toes to the corners of the mat. So your toes are pointing out away from your heels. Yeah. So you've got a wide-legged forward fold. Good. You're gonna inhale, halfway lift from here. So just flat back. And then exhale, slowly lower into a nice wide squat. You can bring your hands to heart center. Good. From here, I'm still lifting through the chest, lifting through the collarbones. You're starting to wake up your hips a bit more. This is a nice little short sequence that you can do right before you get in the saddle as well. So coming to your breath, and you can allow your eyes to close again if you'd like. And wherever you've met here is great. But even inhale and exhale, and keeping your core engaged and back nice and straight. Awesome. On your next inhale, you're going to allow your fingers to come to the mat and lifting through the hip. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, lower. We're going to do that just a few times for our breath. Good. So on your inhale, fingertips come to the mat, hip comes up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, allowing your hips to sink down. Very good. Awesome. One more time. Inhale, hip lifts back nice and straight. And exhale, lower. Super. Very good. On your next inhale, if it feels good, you can lower your right hand to the mat and lift your left arm and open twist left, reaching up. And then exhale, hands back to heart center. Good. If that's not accessible to you, just hang out here with your hands in heart center at prayer. Totally fine. Inhale that left hand onto the mat, open twist right arm. And then exhale back to heart center. Awesome. Right hand down, inhale, open twist left. Exhale, back to heart center. Inhale, left hand down, open to the right. And back to heart center. Awesome. From here, inhale, radar's running around. Inhale, your hands come back to the mat, lifting through the hip. Oh, feel those hip flexors getting a little crunchy. And from here, we're gonna bring our heels, toes back together just for that forward fold. And we're gonna bend deeply the right knee and then bend the left. You can add a little bit of torso rotation. So just trying to work out if your hips got a little tight and crunchy in the low squats. Awesome. On your next inhale, arms reach out wide, deep bend in the knees, all the way up, root to rise. Hands reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Awesome. Now we're going to put it all together. So inhale, palm spin forward, out and up and back. Small back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. Now inhale that right foot back, low lunge. Nice. Good job, you guys. Take a few breaths here, just waking up these legs, thinking about what part of this would be super helpful for your riding. So you're drawing your left knee into your midline, your right thigh staying close to your midline as well. You can plant the right hand, inhale, open twist left, and exhale down. Very good. We'll inhale, open twist left again. And exhale down. We'll do Go for broke on 3. Inhale, open twist left. Awesome. And exhale down. Super. Inhale, find a little length. And you're gonna exhale, lower your right knee, flatten out your foot, and settle here for just a second. Eyes forward. And then inhale, we're gonna come into a low crescent. So inhale, bring your hands to the top of your knees or thighs and stretch nice and tall. Again, just working those hip flexors, because man, those of us that spend a lot of time in dressage saddles or go from jump saddles into dressage saddles, these end up being a little bit tight here. So you want to make sure that you're not just dumping into your hip, that you're pushing back with your front foot while pulling with your back. So a little push pull on your yoga mat. And you can either stay here, or if it feels, or if you'd like to go further, you can take a nice big inhale, arms sweep behind you, and then up and back like you're holding a big beach ball. And again, keeping that core engaged. So you're actively using your core, drawing that back and protecting your low back in case some length in your shoulders. So not just hunchy. Here, it's lifting and opening. Awesome. We're gonna exhale and cartwheel our hands back down. Very good. Inhale, tuck the back toes, straighten your leg. Very good. And you're gonna step back into a plank. I'll use a little bit more active today. Very good. For your plank here, you can take a vinyasa, or you can come to your knees and lower. Either way, you're gonna engage the legs, shift forward, elbows stay nice and tight, and then slowly lower. Exhaling to the mat. Awesome. Inhale all the way up to up dog. And then exhaling back into down dog. Super. Very good. From here, we're going to take a wander to the top of our mat. So you can take a little hop, you can take little steps, but I'm going to do a little do-si-do. So you're going to take your right foot and cross it over your left, and then take your left foot, cross it over your right, right foot crosses over the left, left crosses over the right, and then meeting you in forward fold. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. Think that's that figure 7 again. And again, keeping those shoulders, like really engaging your elbows tight against your side. So that like if you were riding in a dressage saddle, I wouldn't be yelling at you for having chicken wings. So tuck those things in, open through your rib cage. Exhale down. Very good. Inhale, deep knee bend, arms swing out all the way up. Reach, 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 root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. All right. Inhale, sweeping your arms nice and wide all the way up, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Awesome. Inhale, take that left foot back into a low lunge. That's right. Finding out if we've got a little imbalance on our left side and our right side, and you can take some micro movements here. Just kind of waking up the hips. Just again, make sure that your knee is stacked over your ankle, that it's not out in front. You want to protect those joints. Very good. All right. Inhale, plant your left hand and open twist to the right. And exhale that back down. Very good. Inhale, open right. And exhale down. Good. Inhale, open right. And exhale down. Very good. On your next inhale, find a little length. Exhale, lower that back knee. Flatten out your foot. Just take a second here to reorganize and sink into that hip flexor a little bit on both sides. On your next inhale, nice and strong here. So stabilize with your legs, drawing your right knee into the midline. And then inhale and come up. And again, you can have your hands on top of your knees or thighs on the right side for your crescent. And you can stay here if you like. Just again, making sure you're not just dumping into that hip. So pushing back and using that right front leg to support. Awesome. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, take your arms out behind you and inhale up. And like you're holding a beach ball. Good. Your gaze can be up to the beach ball. It can be straight ahead of you. Whatever's comfortable for your neck, as long as you're protecting and not allowing your shoulders to get super hunchy. Very good. One more, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, and you're gonna bring that down. Our next inhale, tuck that back toe, straighten your back leg, coming into your low lunge. Very good. From here, rather than coming into your down dog in a vinyasa, you're gonna slowly float those fingers. Yep, so find some balance. You can shorten your stance just a little bit and then bring your hands back behind you, like you've got airplane arms or like hands are shooting out behind you. And a nice straight line as you peel your chest up. Yeah, so a nice straight line from your heel to your head. So nice and strong, fingertips up, thumbs are pointing down, like you're holding now the balls behind you, opening through the chest. Very good. Super. And from here, you're gonna bring your right arm reaching forward. Inhale, exhale, open to warrior two. Good. Yes, well done, you guys. Warrior two, making sure your pinkies are pulling back, nice and open through your chest. Again, your knee is stacked over your ankle. Your right foot is pointing to the long side of your mat. Awesome. On your inhale, straightening your right leg, reaching back and tipping back, right hand back. Awesome. Super. And back into warrior two. Very good. We'll do that again. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach and tip back with your right. And exhale, warrior two. Good. One more. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reaching back. Gaze can come behind you. And exhale back into warrior two. Awesome. From here, lower your right elbow to the top of your right knee, no dumping into it, nice and supported. And you're going to take your left arm open up through the sky and point forward. Nice side angle here. Then exhale, windmilling that back down. So we're gonna do big circles. And then inhaling it up and over to the front. And then exhaling it back down. Good. One more. Inhale, brings it up, open and forward to your side. And exhale this time, shifting into a low lunge. I know. Well done, you guys. Nice. Very good. All right, back from where we started. So for your low lunge, again, you're going to shorten the stance just a little bit. Peel your chest up and back. Arms shoot out behind you. Very good. And from here, you can fly into your warrior three. So like Superman, kind of. Awesome. Really good. Keep that core engaged. Try not to dump into your right knee. If you fall, you fall. Then at least you're trying. Arms nice and strong. Fingers shooting out behind you. Awesome. Good. Now inhale, bend that left knee. Slowly pivot to standing. Keeping that left knee nice and bent. Palms spin forward. Yeah. Good job, you guys. Nice. And taking a breath just to appreciate that you're not in warrior three anymore. You can bring your right hand to your left knee, gazing to the left, opening to the left and twisting. So like a modified wagon wheel. Nice. Super. And if you fall, you fall. That's fine. Inhaling back to center, allowing your foot to come down. Hands to heart center. Inhale, find a little length. Exhale, forward fold. Awesome. And inhale, you're going to peel yourself up one more time, coming back to center. Super. Inhale, arms sweep up and out. Exhale, swooping down to forward fold. Very good. From here, you can take another halfway lift. Awesome. And you step that right foot back into your low lunge. Very good. Very good. Super. All right, peeling your chest up, inhaling, arms shoot back behind you. A nice high lunge. Create a long line between your heel and the top of your head. So your pinkies are pointing to the top, your thumbs are pointing down, you're rotating your collarbones open. Awesome. All right, next inhale, inhale, reach up. Exhale, open to warrior two. Yes, good. All right, a breath to settle here. So drawing your pinkies back, lifting through your collarbones. Very good. On your next inhale, right hand comes down, left leg straightens, left arm comes up. And then exhaling back into warrior two. Very good. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the left arm up. Exhale, warrior two. Very good. Right arm comes down, inhale, straighten the front leg. That's it. And exhale, warrior two. You guys are killing it. From warrior two, again, start to lower that left elbow to the knee. We're gonna do those windmilly circles with your side angle again. So we're gonna take our right arm and we're gonna go and inhale that back, rotate open, thumb leads, and exhale back down through. Good. Inhale, thumb leads, drawing a big circle. Bring it to the front and gaze follows and exhale down. Awesome. One more, inhale back. Thumbs come forward. Good, and exhale down. Awesome. From here, we're gonna shift into that low lunge again. Yeah, and then you're gonna shorten the stance just a little bit. Take a deep breath, because you know where this is going. So inhale, peel your chest nice and strong here. Arms shoot out behind you. Yep. There you go. Nice straight line between your heel and the top of your head. Keep a nice good bend on that left knee. We're going to slowly shorten that back stance and then push up into warrior three. Good. Core engaged, lifting through the collarbones, using your arms to help you stay centered, finding something to look at that's not moving. Good. Coming back to your breath here. Right foot nice and strong and engaged. Awesome. Super. On your next inhale, bending that right knee, slowly pulling it up and through. Good. And coming to standing, palms face forward, right knee bent, right foot engaged. A breath to ground here and to find a little stillness. Bringing your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right hand opens. Gaze follows. Good. Very good. And then we're going to exhale, lower that right foot. Bring your hands to heart center, allowing your eyes to close. Taking a few deep breaths here. Just acknowledging a little bit more heat in your body and where you're feeling it. Coming back to that intention if you set one for the practice. Recognizing that in yoga and in life, there's a balance between ease and effort. And that even in the moments where it's a bit uncomfortable, that you get stronger for it. And that usually the panic sweats only last a few seconds. So, awesome. All right. Now from here, guys, you're going to take your arms nice and wide. Inhale, open. Reach, reach, reach. And you're going to exhale, slowly bend, coming to everybody's most hated chair pose. But we're just going to move through chair to your forward fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Very good. And we're going to exhale, bend through the knees, and we'll do that in reverse. So now you're nice and low, bent. Inhale, your arms come forward. You're going to slowly raise as if you're coming into chair. And then reach, 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 root to rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. We're just starting to mimic a little bit of your jump release without torturing you in chair pose the whole time. So inhale, arms reach up. You're going to exhale, coming through chair, hips come back, back nice and straight, core engaged. Just take a second here to recognize that this is the beginning parts of your jump release, and continue to exhale and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold deeply again. Good, and really bend those front knees. All right, the other way now. Inhale, arms sweep forward as it draws you up and forward as if you're coming to your jump, or releasing in the air and pulling all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. We'll do that sequence one more time. Feeling that movement nice and slow helps you isolate the muscles that you need when you're in a jump saddle that we kind of take for granted. So root to rise, really feel the four corners of your feet, lifting through the collarbones. Take a grounding breath here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, arms sweeps up. Exhale, slowly push the hip back, core engaged, hands nice and strong, lifting through the collarbones like you're coming into your chair, a deep chair. And you can lift your toes a little and wiggle around so you can feel your weight in your heels. Awesome. Exhale, forward fold. Keep nice and bent. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Really good. And very deep bend with the knees again, guys. Super. All right, reverse it. Inhale, arms sweep forward, reaching forward, gaze forward, because of course you're looking for your next fence. Inhale, start to move through your chair, nice and tight core. Lift, 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 engage the thighs, and root to rise. Awesome. Exhale, rain your fingers down, and a forward fold. Super. Very good. From here, halfway lift, forward fold. Awesome. All right, you can plant your hands and either step or hop back and meet you in plank, however you want to get there. I'm gonna go one foot and then the other. I'm in a wooden everything house, and I feel like if I do too much jumping around, it's gonna be real loud. So, perfect, and a nice strong plank here. Rotate your elbows so the crease of your elbows are facing forward. Gaze is nice and forward, just to the top of your mat, so a nice long spine, core engaged. No dumping into your hands here. Very good. And a big deep breath. Just notice where your mind goes when it starts to get a little bit hard. So keep those thighs engaged, keep your knees nice and soft, but strong legs. And we're here for another 3, 2, 1. You can shift forward or come to your knees as you like, and slowly lower to the mat. Awesome. And then like inchworm your way back on the mat if you're like me and keep migrating. Good. All right. Hands under your shoulders. Those are called shoulders. Super. Keep your elbows nice and tight to your side. On your next inhale, you're going to peel yourself all the way up into up dog. Nice and strong here. You can roll your neck around just a little bit, but as long as you're engaged with the core, and then up into down dog. Very good. And we've spent like no time in down dog today. So most of you guys are like, hooray! So we'll take a deep breath here. Inhale and exhale, open mouth. Sigh it out. Nice big bend with your right knee up onto the toes. Straighten that leg. Nice big bend with the left knee up on your toes. Straighten that out. Good. Awesome. On your next inhale, your nose is going to draw a line to the front of your mat. You're going to arch your back, shift forward like you're coming into plank, and then lower your knees wide, coming into a child's pose. So big toe touches, big toes touch, slowly lowering into child's pose. Yep, good. And then finding your breath here again. We've had a little bit warmer of a practice. And just noticing if your hips are feeling a little bit different than when they started. So most of us have very tight hip flexors. So a lot of our practice is, again, it's a combination of strength and softness. And so, I don't want you muscling through all of it, because we have to figure out how to let go for certain movements. So while you're here in child's pose, really focusing on breathing into the areas in which you find tension. And finding that space for your abdomen, between your thighs, for your breath. And softening into your shoulders. And just being really grateful for your body for putting up with the crazy stuff we ask it to do. I've often thought about, you guys stay in your child's pose. I'm just moving around a little. I've often thought about if we extended the same softness and kindness to ourselves that we extend to our horses, the world would be a better place. And certainly the equestrian world would be a better place. You know, none of us would have our horses go jump 4 feet right out of the box, and yet we expect ourselves to do a handstand immediately. Not here, because you guys know I don't go upside down, so it doesn't matter, but in theory. So bring that kind of awareness to your practice and be thankful and maybe a little kinder to yourself too, you know? Awesome. On that one big inhale for a kindness breath. And then exhale, we're going to slowly peel ourselves up into tabletop, bringing your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. Awesome. Very good. So on your next inhale, tuck those toes, find some length with your neck. Big inhale, engage the core. Exhale, back up into down dog. Very good. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your right leg as high as you can. And then you're going to bring it through to bring your right knee behind your right ankle, setting up for pigeon. And you may want to slide your back leg back a little bit, depends on how you prepare your pigeon. But first, you're going to come into king pigeon, or proud pigeon, sorry. So thinking about lifting through the chest, lifting through the collarbones, up on your fingertips. Yeah. Nice, puffy, feathery proudness. And then exhale, slowly lower. And you can come down onto your elbows, keeping your elbows under your shoulders. I have a cat that's stalking me. I don't know if you can see it in the back right corner. There he goes. No, part ninja, didn't see him. All right. And you start to settle into your pigeon pose here. Actually, not that you can see this, but what's happening is the cat is now stalking Radar, who's sleeping on a blanket over there. So if there's a loud noise here in a second, it's because Radar may wake up at some point and realize he's being attacked by a stalking cat. So we'll see. Never a dull moment. Awesome. Good. So from here, while we're waiting for the animal explosion, you can slowly lower yourself further to the mat if you'd like. Bring your forehead to the mat, or you can create a pillow with your hands. And just allowing yourself to sink into this pose. It's nice to think about the kindness and breathing into tension in these big, deep muscle movements. So like allowing your breath to stay nice and slow, and just bringing your attention to the different large muscles in your body here. Good. Really good. And then if you're all the way down, you can slowly bring your elbows under your shoulders, and then bring your hands under your shoulders as well, lifting up, tenting your fingers again, and really reaching up. Nice and proud pigeon. Awesome. And then from here, taking an inhale, shift the knee forward just a tiny bit, straighten your back leg, and take your time coming out of this pose. So exhale for that, and then you're going to inhale, lift the right knee up, reach, and then back in a down dog. Very good. Awesome. And from here, you can take a vinyasa, or you can stay in down dog. So if you want to take a vinyasa, you'll roll into your plank, find some length, core is engaged, shift forward, lower. On your exhale, good, inhale up, filling your lungs, exhale back to down dog. And if you hung out in down dog, I'm down. All right, next inhale, left foot raises up. Exhale, left knee behind your left wrist, setting up for pigeon on the left side. And again, you might want to walk your right leg back. Just depends on where you end up on your mat. And inhale to find a little bit of length here. Awesome. Nice and proud, opening through your collarbones. Yep. Sliding that right leg back as you need. And then exhale, lowering so that your shoulders are above your elbows. And you can even bring so that your palms are open to the ceiling, or you can rotate your palm down. But notice when you open your palm up that it helps open your collarbones. So depending on how, your own body, if you have some shoulder stuff, having your palms open might be a little bit more rotation than you would like, in which case palms down and no one will have an issue. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can kind of settle into that left side, create a pillow with your forearms, or your hands. There was no animal explosion of fur, so I think we're in the clear with the four-leggeds. So settling here into your breath and just noticing if there's a difference between the left and the right side. And there might be, and that's totally fine. Just breathing into the areas where you may feel tension. Good. And then slowly bringing your elbows back under your shoulders. Maybe taking a little head roll. We can bring one ear to one shoulder and then the other ear to the other shoulder. Just again, taking your time. Like yoga is about finding that ease between effort, stillness, balance. So you're allowed to move a little bit here. Like listen to your body, do what feels good. And come nice and tall here. Tenting on the fingers. Yeah. Good. And then again, slowly and carefully, you're gonna shift over. Inhale, tuck your back toes, straighten your right leg, core engage, and then lift the knee, left leg, and then inhale up, and exhale, down dog. Very good. We're gonna take that little do-si-do step all the way to the front of the mat. So take that right foot, cross it over. There you go. Left foot crosses the right. Right foot crosses the left. Crossing all the way back up into your forward fold. Super. And exhale. Good. Inhale, deep, deep bend, rising root to rise. Palms lead, nice and tall. Interlace your fingers, like that, making that little gun. And then exhale, hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Super. On your next inhale, you're going to step out with your right foot wide to the mat, coming into a wide-legged stance. Yes. Good. Inhale, arms reaching like you're a star. So fingers pointing to the top outside corners of your room. And then exhale, bring your hands behind you to interlace your fingers. Nice. Very good. So in case you're watching, this is what it would look like. Nice and engaged core. Yeah, good. Okay, so you're working to bring your palms together. If there's a gap there, totally fine. Nice big inhale. Exhale to find a little more length with your shoulders away from your ears. And again, you can take a little side to side movement. So roll around to the right a little, and roll to the left a little. So leading with your shoulders and your head, so that we're not locking up our arms as we're starting to roll. And from here, you're really thinking about lifting through the collarbones. Yeah, and rolling around your shoulders just a little bit. So you always feel a little goofy, like you're Mr. Bobblehead that's moving kind of in slow motion. And then you can bring your hips into that rolling movement as well. Good. All right. Inhale, you're gonna feel goofy. It's fine. Super. Inhale, find some length, lift, open through the collarbone. Exhale, allow your hands to unclasp. Good. I don't know if any of you guys do yoga for Adrienne, but I do follow her and I think she's great. And she has a move, I don't know if it's hers or somebody else, it's called knocking on heaven's door. And if you haven't done it, it's amazing. So bear with me, allowing your arms to just hang here. You're gonna be like a rag doll, which we all need to be in dressage anyway. So you're just gonna start swinging your arms around your body so that you're kind of like hitting your own bum with your opposite hand. Yeah, it's pretty goofy. And as you're doing it, you're starting to look over the shoulder of the opposite hand. Good. And now we're gonna start getting a little quicker. And it feels just ridiculous, but allow your arms to really start swinging. Good. And even a little faster. Unless you get dizzy, in which case stop. And even a little faster. Yeah. And it will feel like you're slapping your own bum. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. And sync your breath however you need to in this. Just sync it to the movement somehow. A little bit faster. I think you guys got this. Good. And stay nice and quick. Focus on your breath. And we're here for 10, 9, a little quicker, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep going, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now really slow again. And coming back to your breath. Good. And then the slow to still. Allowing your eyes to close, unless you're dizzy, then keep them open. And just standing and feel that movement. Slowly shift your feet together, coming into mountain pose. Eyes stay closed, palms spin forward. Staying with the breath here. And just feeling how everything just got kind of cleared out and moved around. And again, I did steal that from Yoga for Adrian, so I highly suggest looking her up. She's so great on YouTube. She's very funny too. Good. Awesome. All right. And from here, guys, you're going to slowly step to the front of your mat again. And we're just going to slowly melt into the mat to come to a seat. And we're going to shift back so that our legs are nice and straight in front of us. Finding a little length in your collarbones. Very good. Nice and straight back. Awesome. Perfect. On your next inhale, arms reach up. And you can draw your knees into a bend. Exhale, forward fold. So that your legs and thighs are there for you to kind of melt your body over. You can grab your heels if that works. But don't stress having straight legs here. Just give yourself a little bit of a restorative forward bending thing. That's the technical term. Restorative forward bending thing. It's the Sanskrit name. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly peel your chest up. Back to standing, or I'm sorry, to straight back. Exhale, straighten the legs. Coming back into like seated mountain pose. Very good. Next inhale, you're going to bend the knees, shift your butt. And exhale, slowly lower to the ground. Keeping your knees bent. Super. Palms spin facing the ceiling. Elbows stay close to your side. Keeping your knees bent. Just drop your shoulders together. You're going to lift your right leg and bring your right ankle to your left knee. Good. Creating a figure 4. And you're going to lift that left leg off the ground and thread the needle with your right hand and grab behind your knee. Super. And keep flat on the ground here. You can draw that left knee closer to your belly and increase that stretch if you'd like. And allowing your breath to slow. Awesome. And keeping that figure 4 shape, you're going to unwind your arms and come out to a T, and then slowly shift the whole figure to the left. So your right foot is now on the ground, and your gaze is over your right hand. And enjoying this figure 4 twist supine. Really good, guys. Awesome. On your next inhale, bringing that whole figure back to the center.
And switching your legs, so right foot untwists, left leg bends, left ankle to your right knee. Nice breath here to ground. Inhale, lift the whole thing. Exhale, thread the needle with your left hand. Right hand comes around to meet it, and you can draw your right knee to your chest. Good. Good job, you guys. And slowly releasing your hands to a T, rotating your whole figure forward to the right, and then gaze follows to the left. Keeping your breath nice and steady as we're coming to the end of our practice. Good. And then drawing that back to center, uncrossing your left. So we're bringing both knees into your chest and giving yourself a little bit of a hug here. So again, you can never have too many hugs. And then coming into my favorite, happy baby. Your hands can grab the outside of your feet. Arms stay kind of to the inside of your knees so you're protecting your knees. And you can just feel this length in your spine, or you can bend one leg and bend the other. Move around, feel a little goofy. Whatever final movements you need before coming into Shavasana. The reason we all do yoga. Awesome. Good. Whatever last movements you need here. You want to go into a plow or a shoulder stand or whatever you like. And if you're ready, the rest of you guys can slowly come down into Shavasana, allowing your legs to straighten and your feet to fall off to the side of the mat. Your palms spin up and open and away from your body. And taking a deep breath here and settling. And your exhale. Just feeling your body absorb the movements that you've taken. Filling your heart with gratefulness for taking this time out for yourself. And honoring the space that you've created. And for those of you that are on the membership, I invite you to stay here as long as you would like, and as long as you need. The longer the better. You can never stay down for too long, allowing your mind to stay nice and quiet. And for the rest, you can go ahead and stay down also if you like. If not, you can roll to the right side of your body, creating a pillow with your right arm. And slowly coming back up into a seated position. Staying nice and tall, lifting through the collarbones. Keeping your eyes closed for just a minute. Feeling grounded in the practice that you've done. Aware of the balance between the left and right in your body. And again, remembering to give yourself the kindness that you give to your horses. And bringing your hands to heart center. Taking a moment. Thank you guys for joining me on this Tuesday evening. No matter what time zone you're in, there's a few of you across the board. And we're going to end this practice on an Om. So we'll take a nice inhale. Namaste. Thank you guys. So good.